Welcome to Let's Talk Podcast. As usual, we like to thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And let's get right into the interview. As you guys know, Akaash and his wife did an interview answering some questions about concerns that people have involving their marriage. Some people may feel that it's none of our business, but they decided to post it online, so we're going to talk about it.
Or popping pussy.
Yeah, let's just get some definition.
We're gonna any terms that you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to break it down.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that.
Look at this.
Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off into the wee hours of the morning. That was what I was doing.
Yeah, this is white people's definition of it. This is where you learn. Guys, what do you think popping pussy is?
I think one thing that I do want to point out about this is that I'm not saying, obviously they put up the definition so you can see that it does have different meanings. But when you're hearing the context of the conversations that she's having, talking about her cycle being on and someone, going down on her and talking about her butthole and how it was violated. And then you hear her saying she's popping her poom poom in all these frat houses. When you put all of these conversations together, it sounds foolish for anyone to believe or to think that that's what she meant. Now she's saying that that's what she meant. But my opinion is that even if that's what you meant, why would you think as a wife that it's okay for you to go online and say that you think back? And you should see the video. She's like, I just think about it back then on how I used to pop my poom poom in these white boy frat houses. Like, why you as a wife think that it's appropriate for you to say something like that online for the whole world to see? On top of it, your husband being as popular as he is, your husband being the sole breadwinner that he is, for you to affect his career, for you to affect his relationships, for you to affect his integrity, everything is being affected because of the things that you choose to let come out of your mouth. So she can give whatever explanation she wants to give. At the end of the day, I feel she should be extremely apologetic. She needs to get off a line and stop doing videos and interviews and podcasts, because she continually keep embarrassing him.
You see? Joe and Curtis is not that. Okay? They're doing more than security here.
That was my bad. That was my bad.
That was your bad.
That was
The real Urban Dictionary.
Just give me a call every time. Right? Anytime you're worried about anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. As a white, I thought popping pussy was just dancing. I thought it was
Really? The gaslighting is crazy.
like
yeah,
twerking.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I knew that that's what you meant.
Yes, that's what I
right?
meant.
But like once the internet makes you a whore,
Yeah.
they're
The internet did not make her a whore. When she went out there talking about she has a roster of men, she gets her stuff downstairs taken care of on her cycle. She has multiple butthole stories. She's popping her poom poom at the frat boy houses. When you're saying all of these things, the internet is not making you this. You're making yourself come off like that because of the things that you're saying. The fact that they're trying to gaslight us and everybody into thinking that, no, she's just this innocent sweetheart of a wife that's being misunderstood is crazy. Crazy. Crazy work.
Joe, we're talking. Joe,
friend's wife.
See,
That's my wife for the time being.
you already said that's my wife for the time being. Y'all remember that?
What's going on?
Roster. Yeah, what does a roster mean to you?
What does this mean?
You guys have to understand. Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
His Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was a repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school.
Repressed Indian girl. So she's trying to make herself come off as this innocent, sweet, innocent Indian girl. For example, look at what she's wearing. The type of shirt she has on, button all the way up. Now, she doesn't dress from what I see on Instagram, she doesn't have a lot of super revealing clothes, but I do think that this particular top was all a part of the whole spiel to make her look like this homemaker, housewife, innocent, sweet, innocent Indian girl that keeps herself covered up and is a virgin and doesn't say or do anything to defile herself nor her husband. Yet we know the things that she said. I did a couple of videos on it. A lot of big YouTubers have did videos on it, Ab and Preach and things like that, talking about the things that she's saying and how disrespectful and disgusting they are, in our opinion. So now you're trying to come on here and you're trying to gaslight us and make us think that you're just this sweet girl. It is foolishness.
Because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out. Again, like everything I say is so amplified and
No, you're amplifying it. This is more gaslighting. You're amplifying it because of the things that you're saying. You could have easily said, I miss dancing and going to parties at the frat houses. Man, I had so much fun to be young and have a good time. No, you amplified it when you said, I miss popping my poom poom at the white boy frat house. You're amplifying it. Oh, if a man doesn't eat you out when you're on your cycle, then it's a red flag. You're amplifying it. In my opinion, you're amplifying your words. But now what you're doing is you're trying to gaslight people and make people think that we're the ones that's amplifying your words. This shows that you're not repentant. You don't feel bad. You're not sorry. In my opinion, it's like you're basically saying you guys are twisting my words. I am an innocent Indian girl that did nothing wrong, and everyone is just twisting my words just to do it for no reason at all.
hyperbolic.
The ducking the kisses. That was those. Listen,
These ones piss me off.
That I'm guilty of. I'm
These
guilty
ones
of
pissed
that.
me off, and I didn't like it one bit. And I need you to explain yourself immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
so,
need to know.
Honestly, I
Also,
didn't,
can I just say that
Yeah.
I would watch the videos and I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing because
No.
they edited it so perfect.
He does not look happy at all. Look at his face as they're talking about this. Akash face.
Where like he's going in and then it just right at the last minute. But he's already got his lips pursed, so he gotta commit to the kiss.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta check out the Shifty edit right there.
That might have been
that
Shifty.
might- yeah,
Shifty
no.
might have been editing
Yeah.
those.
Shifty
Jeff.
made it.
Shifty?
Yeah. Chef.
Anyway,
Those piss me off.
So tell us about the duck. Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I didn't
Explain
know.
yourself.
My opinion, I don't think after this interview, like they're laughing and they're kikiing and they're doing all this stuff and they're trying to do this because, to be honest, this is really sad. And to see him being treated like this, it you know, we already have so many problems in this world with women and men, women not trusting men not trusting women. It's so bad. And what is happening in this relationship, it is putting such a bad image on married couples, on the love that we are supposed to be showing each other. We're supposed to be covering each other. She's supposed to cover her husband. Instead, she's on his podcast and they're laughing and making fun of her rejecting him trying to show love towards her. This man does so much for her and takes so much for her, for them. And you're saying when I'm around people, I can't kiss him. You can get gifts around people, right? So when he gave you that big ring around everybody, you had no problem with that. You can get gifts around people. You can talk about all the stuff that he's giving you and doing for you around people, but you can't show any affection around people. I'm not buying that. If the things aren't matching up, for example, I'm an innocent Indian girl, but I like to refer to dancing as popping my poom poom. I don't like affection being shown around people, but I like you to show people the world all the wonderful things that you're doing for me, all the gifts you're giving me and everything. And I like to go on camera and expose our relationship and our back and forth to the world to see these things aren't matching up. If you're this innocent, in my opinion, if you're this innocent, sweet young woman and you like to be private, it's gonna show. One of the good examples is Beyonce. She hardly ever does interviews and she very rarely shows her family, her children. It's every now and every blue moon she might show a glimpse of it. But that's about it. You can see the evidence in showing that she is private when it comes to her relationship. In this case, I'm not seeing that. It's like you're using the innocent and the private when it's to your advantage. And then when it's not to your advantage, or when you want people to be, when you want to be exposed and you want people to see how wonderful and great you are, now all of a sudden it's okay to be on public, to let everybody see. It's okay to talk about inappropriate things. That's what's making me feel like she's not being totally honest in this interview at all.
I know that I
Tell
did
us
that.
why.
I didn't know that I did that, so I really sat and thought about it. So I think it's a few things. I think it's like
You really sat and thought
yeah,
about it.
because I was like, okay, maybe it's like the repressed Indian girl.
Here we
thing
go
where it's
again
like
with
I
that.
get a little bashful. I do get a little shy, despite what the internet thinks.
It's not what we think. Stop saying that. Stop making it seem like we have concocted this image about you. No, you have concocted this image about you because of the things that you continue to say. After your husband got so embarrassed from the things that you said, you went on to do another podcast and to tell the world that his balls stink and that it smells like homeless people on the subway. Why would you do that for? But I'm an innocent little Indian girl. I wouldn't have. No, you're not. Stop trying to pretend like you're something that you're not. And the fact that he is being, see, you can't gaslight us. We have no interest in you. We're not invested in you. We don't have a relationship with you. We don't even really know you other than what you're showing us. He cares about you. He loves you. He is invested in you. So all this stuff you're feeding him, sure, he'll eat it all up, but the public is not going to eat all this up. So you are better off just getting off a camera, stop doing podcasts, and go on and keep living your comfortable life. Pretty much. That's what you need
the
to do.
sore butthole story, because
Yeah.
that was more kind of like an assault story, but I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't think it was super traumatizing, and I had already shared one.
Right.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share.
So your story about the butthole was an essay story, but you didn't take it that serious. I want you to think about this. This is an innocent, virgin Indian girl that was essayed in the butthole, but she didn't take it that serious. So that's why she decided to come back on. Listen to it.
As such, because I didn't think it was super traumatizing, and I had already shared one.
Right.
So she didn't think it was super traumatizing as a virgin, innocent Indian girl that just kissed two guys on her roster. That's all she did was kiss. She didn't do anything else. Gets violated, essayed, and you're saying, I'm not traumatized by it at all. None of this is lining up. That's what I'm saying. This gaslighting is crazy.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share, regardless of if it's true or not. Like, obviously, I
You think the
didn't.
internet would be like, oh, every story she tells
Yeah,
she's
that's
getting
why I
assaulted.
didn't want to do that. So I was like, oh, this happened. I didn't really say it's okay.
Do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah. Because I invested low and waited for it to go high.
You're a gold prospect.
Yeah, that's not a gold digger.
Now he's going to say something, her husband in white. She said, I invested low and waited for it to go high. So he was low, but she believed that he had potential. She believed that he had something to offer. So that's why she stayed. So she invested low. Watch what he says about himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a, what is that? You're like a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, you're like Akaash with Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
She bought much lower than I did. she bought at the bottom.
She bought much lower than I did. He has such low self-esteem. he doesn't have any type of love for himself to talk about yourself like this. And she should jump in and say, no, 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 no. What do you mean? You're a wonderful husband. You're a great provider. You're a great protector. You love me so much. You take care of me so well. You're constantly spoiling me. That's not true. Like, even if you didn't make it big, you bring so much happiness to me. No, she doesn't say any of that. And he believes that the moment he sits there and says that she invested low, way lower than me, he believes that she is on such a high pedestal. And that's why he's dealing with all this, because he really feels like she's out of his league. For what? I don't know. Like, I'm not saying she's an attractive woman, but if this is really, it's so sad. Like, you really think this woman is so beautiful to the point where you feel like everything that you've accomplished and done and has given and sacrificed is nothing compared to her great beauty? Like, this is crazy.
Could not
Really
have
That
been
is
lower.
something that
It's really sad. I believe this entire interview was nothing but gaslighting, me personally. Trying to fool us as much as he's fooled into believing that she's this innocent Indian girl that is being misunderstood, and that the internet is taking her words out of context and making her something that she is not. And in my opinion, I think that's very far from the truth. The image that is being portrayed is the image that you're portraying to the people. No one is making you say these things. You're saying these things because this is your experience that you want to share. And we're just taking what you're giving us and we're just giving our opinion on it. And when we're hearing a married woman saying she missed popping her poom poom in white frat boy houses, I don't know what you think a person's going to get from that. Even if you meant dancing, you could have said it in a more respectful, wife type way. You could have just said, I miss when I was in college and I used to go to parties and dance all night. I love dancing. No, that's not what you said. You want a viral moment, and now you're going viral, and you don't care that you going viral is destroying your husband. It's destroying his relationship, his friendships. And those guys that are sitting on the couch, they're laughing and giggling. But in my opinion, they're not going to respect him anymore. They're not going to respect him. I won't be surprised if this whole arrangement they have falls apart. I wouldn't be surprised, because you can't look at this man the same. They're not going to respect him. Men that see men in relationships where women are treating them this way and they're accepting it and they're just letting it happen, they don't respect men like that. And this is bad, because when your husband goes out into the world, you want him to be protected, you want him to be respected. And you're doing the total opposite of that. You're putting him in a position where he is not being protected and he is not being respected. With that being said, you guys, hit the comment section, like, subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Take care.